Coming up next, want to improve your health and wellness while having fun and within your budget? The folks from the YMCA of Southampton Roads will tell you how next. Welcome to Our Issues Hampton Roads. I'm your host, Rae Pearson. Communities across the country, including our own, are in need of programs that address issues like lack of access to physical activity, poor mental health, limited educational opportunities, job training needs, and community engagement that focuses on empowering young people. Fortunately, there is a community organization on a mission to help people and communities learn, grow, and thrive through a wide range of programs and services for people of all ages and backgrounds. With me today is Anthony Waters. Let me say that correctly. Anthony Walters, President and CEO of the YMCA Southampton Roads. Welcome.
Thank you.
I want to make sure I say that right because Waters is a whole nother last name, right? So tell me how the YMCA got its start.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
We appreciate the opportunity. The YMCA started in London, England, 1844.
I was not expecting you to say that.
By a man named Sir George Williams. And you talked about the issues pressing us today. They're really not different from what happened back then in 1844. There were young boys going wild on the streets of London.
Okay.
And Sir George Williams said, we got to do something productive with these young men. Let's get them inside for some Bible study. Let's get them inside for Bible study and some physical activity. Many people don't know that the Y founded basketball and volleyball and swimming. And so he got them in to the Y. And so it didn't come to the United States of America until, 1851. And so from there, the Y was born from London to the States.
They still have Ys there in London?
Absolutely.
They do?
Absolutely. We're an international organization. And so the Y here in our community was founded in 1856. And actually, one of our first Ys in this area is the Portsmouth YMCA.
Really?
Yeah, right here.
My father actually used to be the executive director.
Look at that. So we're
Some use it,
very
but I'm
proud.
not going to tell people.
Yeah,
They don't know.
That's right. So we're very proud of the history of the Y. We've had a lot of changes since 1844, of course,
Imagine.
but we're very proud of its origin, why it was founded.
How has it evolved over time?
Yeah, it's a great question. There's been, with eras, there's been a lot of change. And so the Y takes a lot of pride in meeting the needs of where people are based on the time that it needs to do that. So, at that time it was, hey, let's get kids something productive to do because they're not being productive.
Idle minds.
Idle minds, idle hands, devil's workshop. And so, again, some of those things haven't changed, but in wartime, soldiers needed care. And so there were Y volunteers helping that. In the civil rights era, there were necessary plans that needed to be laid out for peaceful protest. And so Ys were the safe haven for that to occur. In the 80s, there were latchkey children, and education needed to take place, and thus before and after school was founded. And even as recent as COVID, we needed to provide care for our young people when schools were closed, and the YMCA was there. And so you could see the channel change in every particular era, and the Y was able to morph and adjust based on those needs.
Well, so tell me the reason for the social, responsibility and impact need. Was that a part of the mission and value from the start?
Well, I would say yes, right? I would say that is a part of it. Number one, the last two words in our mission statement is for all.
Okay.
Number one. And that's important to us because we want to create accessibility. We want to make sure the Y is founded by its members. It's by its community, by its volunteers. It's not a franchise. And so we want to make sure that we're flexible and available to the needs that are presented in each one of those communities. And so if that is education, we want to be educational. If that is health and wellness, we want to make sure we provide spirit, mind, and body opportunities for our volunteers and for our members. And so whatever the community needs, we want to make sure that we have the ability to adjust. And so
Mhm.
um, it's all about what those members need at that particular time. And the Y has the resources to make those adjustments when those particular
So
moments come.
it seems like to your leadership that staying very relevant and keeping with the pulse of what's happening within the community you serve, it's very important. So speaking to that, how does the YMCA prioritize inclusivity and accessibility for diverse populations?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. We think of the Y, it's the third place. You have home, you have work or school,
Hmm.
and then there's the Y, and we want to make sure that the Y is open doors.
Hmm.
It's open doors because you think about it again, going back to the origin, idle time, bad things
Absolutely.
can happen.
Hmm.
And so we don't want barriers. We don't want there to be sort of this hesitancy to access the Y. We have 28 different Ys between Southeast Virginia and Northeast North Carolina, and we want people to realize that it's there for you.
Hmm.
Uh, Volunteers and community members originated those YMCA's. And so between, price points that are available and flexible for you to access,
Hmm.
programs and services that are founded based on the things that you identify as needs. So sports programs, before and after school programs, camp, um, programs for active older adults, things for our young people, teens,
Hmm.
whatever those needs are, preschool. We want to make sure that there's something for everyone
Hmm.
from cradle to active older adult.
That's right. Now, you did mention a bit about the after school program, and I think that's highly impactful and significant, especially at this time. So, what are the focuses of that?
Sure. Well, number one, we have opportunities to collaborate with school systems. We have 18 different school systems that we work
Wow.
with in our footprint. That's important because parents have to go to work,
Yeah.
families have to go to work,
Hmm.
and that work day
Or two jobs.
doesn't end
Hmm.
when school ends.
Yep.
They continue to have to work to 5 and 6 o'clock in the evening. So what happens to their young person?
Hmm.
That's where the Y can step in and do two things. One, reinforce what happens in the school day with after school homework assistance,
Hmm.
create a very positive environment with mentors and staff people who care about them. And then third, help them have fun,
Yeah.
release some of that energy that's been kind of pent up in the school day,
Hmm.
and do so with character values that matter: honesty, respect, caring, responsibility. Some of the values that at times gets missed in our country
Right.
that we want to reinsert into what happens for productive citizens
Hmm.
who are growing up in our society.
Well, it seems like the why, in some cases, becomes an extended part of the family. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
So find out what programs are specifically designed for seniors, families, or individuals facing economic hardship next.